So I wasn't going to do this video tonight, but I think I need to put this video out right now. We need to understand and pay attention to what exactly is happening. There is another government shutdown around the corner, just weeks from now, 4 to be exact. You have 4 weeks left to go out with whatever you have. Get as much as you can, because we don't know how long this next one is going to be. The last one was 40 days plus. This one may be even longer. This has been circulating around TikTok, around YouTube news, but where it's not circulating is on mainstream media. They now put some of their news on YouTube. So I do have some clips in here. This is not just me saying this. This is some media, certain media that is talking about it, and also people from Congress saying, hey, I don't see how we're going to get past not having a government shutdown. We saw what it did to people. We saw people lose their jobs. We saw people not have food. Okay, so I'm not playing around with it. When I say, and we have limited funds here, so I get it, okay? But you have to do as much as you possibly can, because at the end of the day, no one is coming to save you. They stopped that shutdown. They let everybody, go through what they was going to go through. Not get paychecks, working with no paycheck, not knowing how they're going to get to work, not knowing how they're going to feed the kids. Food stamps cut off. Yeah, they say food stamps is good until September of 2026. But they're still trimming people from that list. They're making people reapply, because everything changes when the government opens back up. But another shutdown coming means more people will be cut from many programs, and not just food stamps, okay? We got to think about WIC, SSI. We got to think about people who with kids in daycare, and that assistance being taken away as well. So it's not just food stamps. Section 8 is a whole nother program that they have not really touched yet, but they've said what they're going to do with that, and they're going to have limitations on how long you can stay in Section 8, and they are weeding people out. So it's going to be a lot of homelessness. That being said, get what you can, not just food, but get your medical as well, because we see what's going on with that.
While one of our New Year's resolutions would be not to have another government shutdown this year, Democrats look like they're pushing for another one in January, as they are desperate to create all the bad economic news they can before the midterm elections.
We believe that we're headed towards a shutdown. The deadline is, of course, going to be at the end of January. I don't know how we're going to avoid it.
Government shutdown 2026 is about to begin. We're getting ready for it. I told you during the last government shutdown that was just the test. Longest shutdown ever. So they have this experiment. They take a rat, they let the rat swim till it's about to drown, and then they save the rat. And then they put it back in the water. And that rat will swim till it dies, because it believes it's gonna be saved again. They've done it to you twice now. In 2019, they did a little something. With this recent government shutdown, they did a little something, and they let you feel the squeeze when all these government programs were gonna stop, food was gonna stop, money was gonna stop, people weren't getting help, and they blamed it on this person and they blamed it on that person, and then it ended. In 2026, it's not ending. It's gonna be a full year government closure. The government is still gonna operate, things are still gonna happen, but a lot of the fat is gonna get trimmed. A lot of programs are going to cease to exist and are not coming back. A lot of workers are going to be fired and will not be coming back.
About them food stamps, EBT or whatever you want to call it. But wait until they hit you with them Section 8, okay? Because Section 8 and food stamps, it's two different beasts, all right? You probably can go to the food pantry with the food stamps and get yourself some food probably for the month or something like that. But let me tell you something. When they shut off that Section 8, that's messing with everybody's money. Not only the people who's received Section 8, but when they don't receive Section 8, they can't pay their landlord. And their landlord have to pay other people. So when you stop paying the landlord, you leave the landlord no other choice but to rent to somebody who can pay the rent. You understand? I know too many people who also have rental property that rent their property out to the government. What's going to happen to them when they can't receive? Some of those people got mortgage to pay. They just only use the opportunity to rent the property out to the government. What's going to happen when they don't receive their money?
Guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we already knew this was going to come. Y'all remember that 40-something day long shutdown that we had, government shutdown, that we recently experienced, where it was said people were not getting their SNAP benefits for the month of November. And then all of a sudden, the government shutdown finally came to an end and people started to receive their SNAP benefits. Well, you guys do remember, and hopefully no one got comfortable, because a lot of people got comfortable. They went back to selling them stamps and all kind of stuff. Business as usual. Remember, that deal was only until January. This is now December, guys. That means in January, which is 2.5 weeks away, there could potentially be another government shutdown. And this is why I said you guys have to prepare yourself. When you did receive those benefits, prepare yourself just in case something like this happens again. Just because it ended, what was it, in November when it ended? Towards the end of November, the president did say that they were going to come back to the table January of 2026, guys. January of 2026 is right around the corner. So we don't know what's going to happen. No one's going to know. No one knows what's going to happen. Now, I don't get SNAP benefits, but I do have people who do get SNAP benefits and depend on that 100%, guys. So hopefully everybody prepare themselves, because there could potentially be another shutdown, guys.
I was a girl with dreams so wide, eyes full of wonder, heart open, untied. The world seems such a place to lay. Ran through the days in the sun's warm sway. But somewhere along the road, I felt the shift. The days turned heavy like an unseen rift. The girl that I was began to fade. And in her place, a new self was made.
Three.
I'm in between, I'm not quite a girl, a woman, both in my soul. Learning to balance, learning to be in the struggle. I find the real me. I feel the pull of who I should be, caught between the past and what I can't.
It's like a white out here in North Carolina.
Do you see the situation? Questions that made no sense. I
in the hopper popper and pull on the back legs, and that is going to dislocate the head from the body. So now I am about to do the Flemish Giants. The Flemish Giant did have more meat on it. So off of the rabbits, I will keep the front legs, the back legs, and the rib area where there is meat right at the breast part of it. And then the body of it, I will also vacuum seal that and label it for broth. See you guys in the next video. I love you, but God loves you more.
The days turn heavy like an unseen rift. The girl that I was began to fade, and in her place a new self was made.